Welcome back to the Ambition Over Fear portal. I'm Atlas Opia, and I help people expand their interdimensional knowledge. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing how to heal your past lives, and the interesting reality that sometimes we are carrying patterns of healing and desire from different reincarnations into the one we are currently in. And because time is only real in the third dimension, from a higher dimension, all those lives are happening simultaneously. So when you heal something in this life or expand upon a desire, that electrical current affects those other lives. So if you're back on this channel, or you enjoy learning how to manage your metaphysical system so you could bring the power of your soul into this body and learn how to reprogram your mind with new language, subscribe to this channel. So to jump right into it is, if you feel right now that you're going through a heavy amount of healing, and you know that you're moving towards this desire of creating something or experiencing something, but the weight behind this energy is really intense, that could be because this theme of healing or expansion is being carried forward through many reincarnations that your soul has had. And so if you look at the concept of quantum entanglement, that is the understanding that everything is connected. And when one energy changes, it can affect the state of another energy that is much further away in the quantum field. Because the quantum field is all in electrical circuit, and distance doesn't matter. It's like you understanding the art of email and social media or the internet. It doesn't matter how far somebody is that you're sending an email to or a message to, they get it instantly, because everything is connected through a network of electricity. And moving from one point into another is simply just changing the information that you're tapping into. So in this life, you are presented with large themes of healing. And when you're working on that and you're feeling into your emotions, if you feel at times that there is more behind the scenes, you're right. Because that theme is something that has came up in many reincarnations. And right now, with the reincarnation you're in, you have the opportunity to heal that and remove some of the energetic blockades in this particular theme of healing that is carried forward through many lifetimes. And just by you working on it now, you're releasing some of the pressure in those lifetimes. You're allowing that reincarnation to download the information you're getting right now. It's really cool. It's almost like our soul is, an actor or actress, and there's many movies that we can play in. And so right now, the main movie is the one on Earth. But when we find something out, or do something impactful, or tap into a new energy, or heal an energy, we send that information to the cloud. We send that information to our akashic records, and we send that information to the real person that is the actor and actress, and then they take that into the role of that movie, which would be another reincarnation you have. It's all happening instantly. So how do we know what we're healing or expanding upon that is carrying forward from different lifetimes? Well, one thing you can do is you could have someone read your akashic records and give you an understanding of the different reincarnations you have had on this planet or another planet in a different dimension, and how energy from those lifetimes are coming through now to give you an idea of who you are, where to go, and what to do. And I do offer that in my galactic quantum coaching. But another way to do that is feel into something you're aware of that you've been consistently working on in this life. And it's usually a pattern that has come up, and you've been doing your best to heal it, to understand it, to show it peace and forgiveness, and sometimes you're fighting with it. And it's usually kind of a theme. So if you have encountered a consistent adversity and it feels heavy in your heart, that could be because that theme of healing or adversity is more than what is just happening in this life, and it is a connection and trail from the different reincarnations you have had where that theme was present in them too. And whenever you keep reincarnating, you carry forward the information from the other past lives, and you work on them and you make new discoveries, and that passes forward into your next life. It's like a cascade effect. So that's one thing, is feel into that and really understand the emotion that you may not be allowing yourself to feel behind the situation, because we're always really caught up in the masculine energy, which is important, but it needs to be balanced out. And the masculine energy is, what is the functionality of something? How do I apply action to this thing? How can I create a structure around what is happening? It is understanding the cause and effect and how it relates to a pattern of habits and actions going forward. So when we're going through something or we're healing something, we're often just trying to find out, how can we move past this? What is our emotions trying to shed light on and make us aware of? And how do we change the shadow into a light? And although that's important to transmute energy, you have to take time to be in the feminine, which is really just allowing yourself to feel the emotion, because an emotion is energy showing up in the body. Whether it's this reincarnation or another reincarnation, when you deny yourself to feel the natural emotion that can come up from an experience, that gets stored in your body and it carries forward through different reincarnations, because you're not allowing it to be free and do what it wants to do, which is just allow you to feel. So whatever this constant theme of healing you've been working on is, realize that your body sometimes just wants to feel these emotions such as depression, anger, anxiety, irritation, sadness, because something happened and you have a right to feel that. And it's not forever, and it may feel weird, but sometimes the courage and honor can come from just allowing ourselves to feel what our body wants to experience based on what has happened. And so when you're feeling into that, imagine that this emotional frequency is connected to that theme of healing, and then allow it to take you beyond the body and into other reincarnations. And how you do that is by realizing your soul already knows the reincarnations you need to be aware of. Your mind needs logical justification. So what you can do is use your imagination and connect to that power in yourself. And one activity that is helpful is breathe into your solar plexus. Imagine a ball of energy expanding and going in and out based on your breathing. And then take that ball of energy all the way up your body to your third eye, and continue to breathe in and out of this ball of energy that's around your third eye, and then see it go into your third eye, and allow yourself to feel the entire universe, and then tell the quantum field, because it is a search engine, I am going to find the reincarnations I have had that are connected to this theme of healing, where I should allow myself in those time periods to feel this particular emotion from what has happened. To give my body, to give my soul the release of non-judgment and the power of emotion, because that is why we're here as a human. And sometimes you may not necessarily have to get a vision or have the name of these reincarnations or have any details, but you're going to allow yourself to feel into that theme of healing and then into the emotion connected to it that you're allowing yourself to feel from that circumstance. And then you're going to allow that to go outside of your body and into other bodies that your soul has been. And you just feel this sense of relief, because in those other lives, you may have encountered this pattern of healing, and you may have been really gravitated towards the energy of the masculine because you had to survive, and that's what we're doing on a cellular level, is trying to survive. But as we move from physical survival into emotional and mental expansion, we see that the emotion has to be experienced. So as you're taking that energy out of your body and you're seeing like strings, patterns that this theme and emotion are connected to, going through these different bodies in life, you feel with your soul the sense of, it's okay that I'm experiencing this, and I have the right to feel the emotion of, and you feel it into your body as you're moving through these different reincarnations. And sometimes you'll get details and names or a vision, but the important part is you realize that there is a wire, kind of a string of consciousness that's going through the reincarnations you have had that are dealing with a particular theme of healing. And when you allow yourself to take the emotion and feel it in a sense of liberation, like I do have the right to feel tired or depressed or angry, it allows your system to not feel guilty for going through something, because you know that the emotion is a simple effect from an experience that your soul has called in. So you're removing this sense of guilt and heaviness, and you're just allowing yourself to be with whatever pattern you've been experiencing. And so you feel that emotion in your soul, and you know, okay, I've encountered this pattern, and I have the right to feel tired or angry or sad or depressed or irritated. And then you allow that sense of freedom to move out of your body and into different points of interest. It's almost like you'll be traveling with the emotion and the theme in your imagination, and then you'll find a body that has this theme and emotion that wants to be felt. And you'll feel it, you'll experience it, and you move on to another one. And you'll gravitate towards these large, pulls of where this theme of healing and emotion is found. And sometimes, it doesn't always have to be too complicated. It can just be about being aware that you've been dealing with this for many lifetimes, and having a sense of grace is your understanding. Every time you've reincarnated, you've gathered more information on how to solve this particular theme, and you're getting closer and closer to understanding what to do next. And the heaviness is understandable now, because you're not doing anything wrong, but it could be the energy that have accumulated throughout different reincarnations that have dealt with the same energy. And you know now, just by saying this and being a part of this video, that this theme of healing you've been carrying forward from different reincarnations is going to pivot and feel a large impact of change, because now you're aware that when you're healing it in this life, you're also changing the energy in the reincarnations that have experienced this particular theme. Well, thank you, amazing, powerful souls, for being here. I make videos every Tuesday and Thursday. If you're interested in understanding a logical way to break down the information your mind needs to know so it can organize your metaphysical powers better, subscribe to this channel, check out the rest of my videos. And if you're wanting to understand more about how to harness your own energy and your powers, and you realize that your soul has had a reincarnation as a starseed or angel or God, and you don't know how to bring that energy into this body and what it means, sign up for my galactic quantum coaching, because what I do there is I break down the different lives you need to be aware of and the themes of healing and expansion that come with that. And one part of the process is taking you through those waves of emotion and realization and healing, and me actually moving around the strings of consciousness and energy that are binding you to particular limitations throughout these lifetimes. And it can create an opening of energy throughout the connections of the people and past lives you have been. So the process of coming into our starseed power really originates from knowing what mission we had as a starseed, knowing the power we harnessed and the impact that we embodied to the quantum field. Our level of manifestation was a lot more intricate. So I've channeled a collection of interdimensional skills which can allow you to understand how to do particular actions in the quantum field and give your mind a way to process the information, so you're merging both identities, your body and the highest dimensional reincarnation you're supposed to live out on this planet. Well, thank you guys. Stay in peace and power, and we'll talk soon. Let me know how I can help. Okay.